Good morning, students. So, exercise 4.5 we will continue with. So, ninth and 10th question we have to complete the last question in the exercise. Exercise 4.5, ninth question. Okay, we have seen the properties. Properties we have seen. So, using the properties we are going to do these problems. So, 9 properties already we have completed. So, we will see the 10th property in today's class. Okay, first we will do the problem, then we will go for that. So, ninth question, first subdivision. Sine inverse of 5 by x plus sine inverse of 12 by x is equal to pi by 2. So, here we'll take, let sine inverse of 5 by x is equal to a. So, from this we get sine a is equal to 5 by x. So, what is cos a? So, to find cos a, we have to put this in the triangle, right triangle. So, this is opposite by hypotenuse. So, we will put it in the right triangle. So, this is A and this is 90 degree. So, opposite, this is 5 and hypotenuse is x. So, this is root of x square minus 25. X square minus 25 is the adjacent side. Therefore, cos A is equal to root of x square minus 25 by hypotenuse, that is x. So, similarly, we will also take, let sine inverse of 12 by x is equal to b. So, what do we get? So, from this we get sine b is equal to 12 by x. So, again put it in the triangle. So, the same. So, this is b. So, opposite side and this is hypotenuse. So, this is x square minus 144. So, cos b is equal to, so therefore, cos b is equal to adjacent root of x square minus 144 divided by hypotenuse, that is x. Now, given a plus b is equal to pi by 2. Okay, this is given, a plus b is equal to pi by 2. So, both the sides we will take cos. So, what you get? Cos a plus b is equal to cos pi by 2. So, now what is cos a plus b formula? Cos a cos b minus sin a sin b and cos pi by 2 is equal to 0. So, now substitute these values. So, what is cos a? Cos A is equal to root of x square minus 25 by x. Cos B is equal to root of x square minus 144 by x. Minus sin A is 5 by x and sin B is 12 by x is equal to 0. So, what about the first term? Denominator we have x square, second term also we have x square. So, LCM when we take, it is x square. So, square root of x square minus 25 into square root of x square minus 144 minus 5 12s are 60 is equal to 0. So, when we cross multiply, what we get? Square root of x square minus 25 into square root of x square minus 44 equal to 60. Yes? x square when you take to the other side it becomes 0, then minus 60 we are taking to the other side, right hand side. Now square this. Squaring, we get x square minus 25 into x square minus 144 is equal to 60 square is 6 square is 36, 0, 0. Now let x square is equal to y. Therefore what this becomes? Y minus 25 into y minus 144 is equal to 3600. So now multiply ordinary multiplication. We get y square minus 25y and minus 144y gives you minus 169y. Then minus 25 into minus 144 gives you 3600 is equal to 3600. So both of this will go. So here y is common. We can write it as y minus 169 is equal to 0. So from this we get y is equal to 0 and y is equal to 169. But what is y? X square. So x square is equal to 0. So x square equal to 0 means x is equal to 0. Then y equal to 169. So x square is equal to 169. So x is equal to plus or minus 13. Okay. But minus 13 is not possible. Minus 13 is not possible because the square root we will x is equal to minus 13 is not possible because sign of a negative value cannot be taken. Therefore, we take only x is equal to 13. Okay. Negative value is not possible. Therefore, x is equal to 13. Therefore, what is the answer? Therefore, x is equal to 0, 13. Okay. It is asked to solve. So, solve means we have to find the value for x. Okay, second subdivision. 2 tan inverse of x is equal to cos inverse of 1 minus a square by 1 plus a square minus cos inverse of 1 minus b square by 1 plus b square. A greater than 0 and b greater than 0. Okay, we have to prove this. So, let us consider cos inverse of x 1 minus a square by 1 plus a square first. Okay, here you put a is equal to tan small a is equal to tan capital A. So, what this becomes now? Cos inverse of 1 minus tan square A by 1 plus tan square A. So, it is equal to cos inverse of what is 1 minus tan square A by 1 plus tan square A? It is cos 2A. Okay, by identity we have studied in plus 1. So, 1 minus tan square A by 1 plus tan square A is cos 2A. Now, cos inverse of cos x. We know that cos inverse of cos x is equal to x. Okay, we know this. So, therefore, we get it is equal to 2A. So, 2A, therefore, what is it? What is capital A? Tan inverse of small a. So, 2 into tan inverse of small a. Okay, similarly doing this, what is cos inverse of 1 minus b square by 1 plus b square? You will get 2 tan inverse of b. Okay, it will be equal to, similarly when you do, it will be equal to 2 tan inverse of b. So, now what is given? Tan. So, what about the right hand side? What is given? We have to find the value for x. Okay, so what is given? 2 tan inverse of x is equal to cos inverse of 1 minus a square by 1 plus a square minus cos inverse of 1 minus b square by 1 plus b square. Therefore, this is equal to cos, this we have got it as 2 tan inverse of A. So, this is 2 tan inverse of A and this is 2 tan inverse of B. Therefore, 2 tan inverse of x is equal to 2 is common, take 2 out. So, 2 into tan inverse of A minus tan inverse of B. So, 2 gets cancelled. So, we get tan inverse of x is equal to tan inverse of A minus tan inverse of B. Now, we know that tan inverse of A minus tan inverse of B can be written as tan inverse of A minus B by 1 plus AB. Okay, this we know. So, we have got tan inverse of x is equal to tan inverse of A minus B by 1 plus AB. So, which gives us x is equal to A minus B by 1 plus AB. So, thus we have got the result. Now, coming to the third subdivision. Third one, 2 tan inverse of x. 2 tan inverse of x, tan inverse of cos x. 2 tan inverse of cos x is equal to tan inverse of 2 cosecant x. So, now take the left hand side. So, what is it? 2 tan inverse of cos x. So, we can write that as tan inverse of cos x plus tan inverse of cos x. So, using the identity, we can write this as tan inverse of cos x plus cos x by 1 minus cos x into cos x. Yes, which identity we are using? Tan inverse of A minus tan, in the previous problem we have used, is equal to tan inverse of A minus B by 1 minus AB. So, this identity we are using. So, therefore, what is it? Tan inverse of 2 cos x by 1 minus cos square x. What is 1 minus cos square x? 1 minus cos square x is sin square x. Okay. So, 1 minus cos square x, or will write one more step. So, this is 1 minus cos square x. So, now what we have got? What is the, so this is the left hand side. Therefore, we have got tan inverse of 2 cos x by 1 minus cos square x is sin square x is equal to tan inverse of 2 cosecant x. Okay. So, both the sides tan inverse can be removed. So, what do we get? 2 cos x by sin square x is equal to 2 cosecant x. So, now 2 gets cancelled. So, cos x by sin square x is equal to 1 by sin x. So, here we cannot cancel sin x, you must not cancel, okay, should not cancel, because we must get 2 values for x, okay. So, if you cancel, you will get only one value. So, remember that here we should not cancel sin x. So cross multiplying, what you get? Cos x sin x is equal to sin square x. So now this also can be written as sin square x minus cos x sin x is equal to 0. Take sin x out. Sin x minus cos x is equal to 0. So from this we get sin x is equal to 0. So when sin x is equal to 0, x is equal to n pi. And what is the other one? Sin x minus cos x is equal to 0. So we get sin x is equal to cos x. So this can be written as sin x by cos x is equal to 1. So what you get? Tan x is equal to 1. So when tan x is equal to 1, what is it actually? Tan x is equal to tan pi by 4. So you have studied in general solution in trigonometry in +1 when tan x is equal to tan theta. Then we have x is equal to n pi plus theta. Okay, this is the general solution we have studied. Therefore, what we get? X is equal to n pi plus pi by 4. Okay, so what are the values of x? Therefore, x is equal to n pi and x is equal to also n pi plus pi by 4 where n belongs to z. Okay. Now coming to the fourth subdivision. Fourth subdivision, cot inverse of x minus cot inverse of x plus 2 is equal to pi by 12 where x is greater than 0. Okay. So now here we are going to use a property. So property, so we know that tan inverse of 1 by x is equal to cot inverse of x when x is greater than 0. The third property, I think. Okay, we have seen this. So therefore, this left hand side can be written as tan inverse of 1 by x minus cot inverse of x by x plus 2 is tan inverse of 1 by x plus 2 is equal to pi by 2. Now use the property in the left hand side. So we get tan inverse of 1 by x minus 1 by x plus 2 by 1 plus 1 by x into 1 by x plus 2 is equal to pi by 12. Pi by 12. Okay, pi by 12. So now tan inverse, take tan both the sides, so tan inverse can be removed. Taking LCM, what is LCM for the numerator? X into x plus 2. So here we get x plus 2 minus x, and denominator also LCM is x into x plus 2. So here we get x into x plus 2 plus 1 equal to tan pi by 12. So here now this gets cancelled. Okay, this term gets cancelled and minus x and plus x gets cancelled. Therefore, we get 2 by x square plus 2x plus 1 is equal to tan pi by 12. Pi by 12 is 180 by 12. So 180 by 12, 6 goes here 2 times and 6 goes here 30. Then 30 by 2 is 15. So we get tan 15 degree. Okay. So now keep this as 1 and we will find the value for tan 15. Okay. So what is the tan 15? Tan 15 is equal to tan 45 minus 30. So it is equal to tan 45 minus tan 30 by 1 plus tan 45 into tan 30. So it is equal to tan 45 is 1, tan 30 1 by root 3. So 1 plus tan 45 is 1. So tan 30 is 1 by root 3. Taking LCM, what you will get? Root 3 minus 1 by root 3 by root 3 plus 1 by root 3. So root 3 gets cancelled. So it is equal to root 3 minus 1 by root 3 plus 1. So tan 15 is this. Therefore 1 becomes. So 1 we have taken. So what is becomes 2 by x square plus 2x plus 1 is nothing but x plus 1 the whole square is equal to root 3 minus 1 by root 3 plus 1. Okay. So now here we also have to rationalize the denominator. So when you rationalize, what is it? Root 3 minus 1 by root 3 minus 1. So we get 2 by x plus 1 the whole square is equal to root 3 minus 1 the whole square by a plus b into a minus b. So root 3 square is 3 minus 1. So this is nothing but 2. So cross multiplying we get 4 is equal to root 3 minus 1 the whole square into x plus 1 the whole square. Okay. Now take square root both the sides. So taking square root. So taking square root both the sides, we get 2 is equal to root of 3 minus 1 into x plus 1. So what is this? Now x plus 1 is equal to 2 by root 3 minus 1. So again you rationalize. So this is root 3 plus 1 by root 3 plus 1. So it is equal to 2 into root 3 plus 1 by 3 minus 1. Okay. So it is x is equal to 2 into root 3 plus 1 by 2 minus 1 plus 1 from left hand side we are taking to right hand side. So 2 gets cancelled. So we get x is equal to root 3 plus 1 minus 1 which is equal to root 3. Okay. So the value for x is root 3. So question number 9 is over. Now we will go to the 10th question. Find the number of solution of the equation tan inverse of x minus 1 plus tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of x plus 1 is equal to tan inverse of 3x. Okay. So for this problem, we can use the fifth question. Fifth question can be used here, or any other method also can be followed. Okay, 2 by 2 you can take and also simplify. Any method can be followed. So here I will teach you by using fifth question. So what is the fifth question? So we know that tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y plus tan inverse of z is equal to tan inverse of x plus y plus z minus xyz divided by 1 minus xy minus yz minus zx. Okay, so this is the result we know. So now we will use it here. So in the place of x, what are we having here? So x here is x minus 1, x is equal to x minus 1, y is equal to x and z is equal to x plus 1. So now we will substitute. So therefore what do we get? Tan inverse of x. So x minus 1 plus y, x plus z. So x plus 1 minus xyz. So x plus 1 into x plus 1 divided by xy. So x minus 1 into x minus yz. So x into x plus 1 minus zx. So zx is x plus 1 into x minus 1. Okay, so this is the 1 minus. So 1 I have left in the denominator. So 1 minus, we have this. Okay, in the formula we have substituted and this is equal to tan inverse of 3x. Okay, this is the question. So now numerator, we'll simplify the numerator and both the sides we are having tan inverse. So it goes off. So we get finally this minus 1 and plus 1 will get cancelled. So we get 3x minus x plus 1 into x plus 1, x minus 1. Okay, this is minus 1. X minus 1 into x plus 1 gives us x square minus 1 square into x. Then what about denominator? 1 minus x, x square plus x. Then minus x square minus x. Then we have minus of a square minus b square. So x square minus 1 square. So that is 1 is equal to 3x. So now here in the numerator, therefore again it can be simplified. 3x minus x cube plus x divided by, so this plus x and minus x gets cancelled. 1 minus 2x square minus x square plus 1 is equal to 3x. So further if you simplify this, we get it as minus Okay, 4x minus x cube by 2 minus 3x square is equal to 3x. Cross multiply, we get 4x minus x cube is equal to 3x into 2 minus 3x square. So now bringing everything to one side, we get 4x minus x cube is equal to 6x, or we'll bring the right hand side to this side. So we will get minus 6x minus plus 9x cube is equal to 0. So finally we get 8x cube minus 2x is equal to 0. So what is this? So here we can take, okay, it is a cubic equation. So this is a cubic equation. It is a cubic equation. So the question is, find the number of solutions. So because this is a cubic equation, it must have 3 roots. Okay, it must have 3 roots. So exercise 4.5 is over. Now we will do few examples. Okay, examples which are different. And also we will see the 10th property, that is the last property. So this property 10. What is given? First one is 3 sine inverse of x is equal to sine inverse of 3x minus 4x cube. X belongs to minus 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2. And second one is 3 cos inverse of x is equal to cos inverse of 4x cube minus 3x. X belongs to 1 by 2 comma 1. Okay, first property proof is given in your book. So we'll see the proof of the second one. So what is this? So here we'll take, let x is equal to cos theta. So we get theta is equal to cos inverse of x. So therefore what about 4x cube minus 3x? So it is equal to 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta. So which is nothing but cos 3 theta. Okay. So now take the right hand side. So what is the right hand side? Cos inverse of 4x cube minus 3x. Therefore we can write this as cos inverse of cos 3 theta, which is equal to 3 theta. But what is theta? Theta is cos inverse of x. Therefore we get 3 cos inverse of x, which gives you the left hand side. Okay, hence we have proved the property. So similarly you can prove the first one. Now coming to example 4.16. Prove that pi by 2 is less than or equal to sine inverse of x plus 2 cos inverse of x less than or equal to 3 pi by 2. Now left hand, this sine inverse of x plus 2 cos inverse of x can be written as sine inverse of x plus cos inverse of x plus cos inverse of x. Now we know that sine inverse of x plus cos inverse of x is equal to pi by 2. Therefore it becomes pi by 2 plus cos inverse of x. Okay. So now we also know that 0 is less than or equal to cos inverse of x less than or equal to pi. That is the domain, okay, of cos inverse of x. So here you add pi by 2 throughout. Throughout you add with pi by 2. So what you get, 0 plus pi by 2 is pi by 2. less than or equal to pi by 2 plus cos inverse of x less than or equal to pi plus pi by 2. So what we get? Pi by 2 is less than or equal to pi by 2 plus cos inverse of x, that is pi by 2 cos inverse of x we have taken as what we have got, sin inverse of x plus 2 sin cos inverse of x is pi by 2 plus cos inverse of x. Therefore pi by 2 plus cos inverse of x can be written as sin inverse of x plus 2 cos inverse of x, and that is less than or equal to pi plus pi by 2 is 3 pi by 2. So hence we have proved. Then next example 4.17, last subdivision, that is the fourth one. Simplify sin inverse of sin 10. Sin inverse of sin 10. Other subdivisions you can do it. It's very simple. We have done problems in the exercise. It is similar to that. Okay. Now here we know that sin inverse of sin x is equal to x. Okay. Where x belongs to minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2. Now what is pi by 2? If you consider the approximation, what is pi by 2? It is 3.14 by 2. Value for pi is 3.14. So 3.14 by 2. So when you divide this, you get 1.57. So when you consider like this, 10 does not belong to minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2. Okay, but 10 minus 3 pi, give value for pi, okay, 3.14 and check it, you will get it. This 10 minus 3 pi belongs to minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2. Even 10 minus 2 pi does not belong to that interval, okay, only 10 minus 3 pi belongs to that. Therefore, we can write sin 10 degree as sin 3 pi plus 10 minus 3 pi. That is, we are adding and subtracting 3 pi. Okay, so it can be written like this. Now, sin 3 pi is 2 pi plus pi. Therefore, it completes one rotation plus other degree we have. Therefore, this we write it as sin pi plus 10 minus 3 pi. Now we know that what is sin pi plus theta? Sin pi plus theta lies in which quadrant? Third quadrant. Sin is negative. Therefore, we get minus sin theta. Okay. 180 is even. So, we write it as minus sin theta. Therefore, this is equal to minus sin 10 minus 3 pi. Okay, minus 10 minus 3 pi, and minus sin theta is sin of minus theta. Therefore, this can be written as sin of 3 pi minus 10. Okay. So, therefore, sin inverse of sin 10 can be written as sin inverse of sin 3 pi minus 10. So, what do you get? It is equal to 3 pi minus 10, and it belongs to this interval minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2. So this is the answer. Then coming to example 4.19. 4.19 already I have told you. It is similar to that of example 4.11. So 4.11 same question, but it is asked in a different form, that's all. Okay. So here we have to prove that tan of sine inverse of x is equal to x by root of 1 minus x square for modulus of x less than 1. So here we will assume let sine inverse of x is equal to theta. Therefore, we get x is equal to sine theta. So, tan of sine inverse of x can be written as tan theta. It becomes tan theta because sine inverse of x we have taken as theta. So, what is tan theta? Sine theta by cos theta. So, it is equal to, and x is sine theta. Okay, therefore sin theta can be written as x, and cos theta we know that cos theta is equal to root of 1 minus sin square theta. Therefore, cos theta is nothing but root of 1 minus x square. Okay, therefore we can write this as root of 1 minus x square. So, tan of sine inverse of x is equal to x by root of 1 minus x square. So, we have proved this. Then example 4.23. If a1, a2, etc. up to an is an arithmetic progression with common difference d, then prove that. Okay, d is the common difference. So, when d is the common difference, what do we have? What is d? D is equal to T2 minus T1, second term minus first term. So, here we take it as A2 minus A1, similarly A3 minus A2, okay, all those can be taken, A3 minus A2 goes on. So, now you consider tan inverse of d by 1 plus a1 a2. So, we can write this as tan inverse of a2 minus a1 by 1 plus a1 a2. So, what is that? That is nothing but tan inverse of a2 minus tan inverse of a1. Okay. So, similarly, what about the second term? Second term we will get it as, that is tan inverse of d by 1 plus a2 a3, we will get it as tan inverse of a3 minus tan inverse of a2. Okay, it goes on like that. So, what will be the last one? Tan inverse of an minus 1 by 1 plus an minus 1 an will be equal to tan inverse of an minus tan inverse of an minus 1. Okay, similarly we will get all this. Now add all this. So, when you add all this, left hand side will be equal to tan inverse of A, it starts from A2. Tan inverse of A2, that is, we will add the right hand side. Okay, right hand side we will add. So right hand side when we add, it will be tan inverse of A2 minus tan inverse of A1. Then plus tan inverse of A3 minus tan inverse of A2. Okay, and similarly what will be the last one? Tan inverse of An minus tan inverse of An minus 1. So when you check with this, all the terms will get cancelled except tan inverse of An minus tan inverse of A1. Okay, because see this term get cancelled. So here tan inverse of A3 and the next term will get cancelled. So similarly all the terms will be getting cancelled and you have only this. So this is nothing but tan inverse of An minus A1 by 1 plus A1. So this is the right hand side. So now left hand side we have tan of tan inverse, all those. So what will be the left hand side now? So left hand side will become as tan of tan inverse of An minus A1 by 1 plus A1 and that is equal to An minus 1 by 1 plus A1. Okay, hence we have proved it, which is equal to the right hand side. So all these examples are little different, so we have taught you. So other examples you have to take it for homework only. Okay, so only a small one more example I will explain you. 4.24. So solve tan inverse of 1 minus x by 1 plus x is equal to 1 by 2 tan inverse of x. So here, what is tan inverse of 1 minus tan inverse of x? When you check with this, it is tan inverse of 1 minus x by 1 into 1 plus 1 into x. Okay, therefore this left hand side is nothing but tan inverse of 1 minus tan inverse of x. Tan inverse of 1 minus tan inverse of x and that is equal to 1 by 2 tan inverse of x. Now this tan inverse of 1 is pi by 4 because tan 45 or tan pi by 4 is 1 and this tan inverse of x take to the other side. So 1 by 2 tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of x. So you get pi by 4 is equal to 3 by 2 tan inverse of x, taking LCM. Now cross multiply this. So what you get? Pi by 4 into 2 by 3 is equal to tan inverse of x. So 2 gets cancelled here. So you get finally tan inverse of x is equal to pi by 6. Therefore, what is x? X is equal to tan pi by 6, which is tan 30. So which is equal to 1 by root 3. Okay. So these are the problems which last year students asked doubt for it. Okay. So all those problems I have explained. Now other examples are only very simple, so that can be done for homework. Thank you, students.